3, 2. Hola, hello, and welcome to the Midnight Shift podcast. Here we talk about random things and fandom things. Welcome back, guys, to the Midnight Shift. We missed you. Tonio missed you. Right, Tonio?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we have good and bad news today. We're going to start with the bad news. It's anime news. This is going to be a semi-anime episode. We'll talk a little bit about the anime awards, but before then, we need to pay our respects to one of the GOATs, one of the people who changed the game, introduced and inspired so many new animators, and all the anime we know today, Akira Toriyama.
Rest in peace to one of the most legendary people within manga and anime.
If you don't know who he is, he's the creator of Dragon Ball. He started DBZ, all the good ones that we know, Goku and.
Yeah, worked on Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, did some artwork for Dragon Quest, if you play that video game series. Very influential in the manga scene and mangaka, in the anime world. Anybody who is a big fan of One Piece, that mangaka, he idolized Toriyama. It's a huge loss.
Do we know how he passed? I'm unsure.
They actually did release that info. It was a subdural hematoma, I believe. It's
like acute hemorrhage.
Yeah, it just.
Do we know how old he was?
68.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Still fairly young.
Yeah, I mean, like he still had a lot left to go. Had this not happened.
He was in the middle of projects. They said that. I mean, anybody who's into anime, Dragon Ball Super was doing pretty good. Dragon Ball was making a resurgence into the popular culture over the last decade or so.
I think even before then, Dragon Ball was like, because I feel like we have a whole episode about it, but anime culture then and anime culture now is extremely different.
Yeah.
Extremely. If you liked anime back then, it was kind of like a hush. People saw you a certain way. Wasn't as popular. But today, I mean, you have all those people that were hush about it back then are now older. Yeah. And, they're influencers or like, let's say, for example, like Michael B. Jordan. Mm-hmm. He had a collab with Coach and they asked him, what do you want to do it on? He said Naruto. Yeah. And they had a whole Coach collab. And then like now like Jordan's thinking about doing a Naruto Jordan shoe. Like it's so popular. Now it's weird if you don't watch anime. Yeah. But even back then, everyone respected Dragon Ball Z. No matter where you came from. If you're talking about Naruto, all this stuff, like, yo, what the hell is that? But if you're talking about Goku and Vegeta, you knew who it was.
Yeah.
And it was crazy too, because like my fiance and her brother, they're from Peru, and they grew up there. And over there, Dragon Ball Z was like the hype. And like so, and even in other countries, like besides Japan and America, people like Dragon Ball Z was everywhere. Mm-hmm. So and it influenced the major anime creators of today, like Naruto, One Piece, Bleach, all these creators that I have some statements that we'll get into. That these creators made in his passing, and he inspired a lot more people than I knew. Even his inspiration is what actually kickstarted a lot of their careers, because a lot of them said, if I didn't read like Dragon Ball when I was a kid, I would have never even been introduced to anime to get into.
When you go back to the big three of Bleach, Naruto, and One Piece, they were all inspired in one shape or form by Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
And then when you think about the inspiration that extended from that, you go back to now the newer generations, which JJK, who is heavily inspired by Bleach. So it's like a domino effect of great authors creating these masterpieces, inspiration from each other, and it all extended from Toriyama.
That's true.
Yeah, there even this new anime that came out, Solo Leveling, they actually did a scene to kind of pay respects to the Akira Toriyama. There's a scene where the main character is about to fight one of the enemies, and he's jumping up and down like Goku did when he would fight somebody. So
I didn't know that was for that. I just watched that.
For that.
That's awesome. Sense. I thought as soon as I saw that in Solo Leveling, webtoon. That's cool. I saw that and I'm like, oh, that's just like Goku. I saw that as soon as I saw that scene. That's what's up. Actually, I didn't know that. Thank you for telling me that. Now I appreciate that episode even more.
Which, by the way, before we continue, should we introduce ourselves?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. We just got into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, who are you?
Oh, man.
That's a good question.
That's a deep question.
Who am I?
Who am I?
But it's your boy, DJ Tetris.
Who else is here?
You already know. Coming back at you, Apexx.
It's your boy, AKA Tightly Faded, back in the building.
We have a reoccurring guest,
AP.
AP.
Well, is
Something.
it recurring?
I mean, yeah, because he actually, no, you're right. I don't know who that is. Get out of my house. No.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take my
Well,
leave.
welcome,
All right.
AP. Welcome, AP. I don't know you, but we're going to learn about you today. And we also have, last but not least,
Man, who is that guy? This is Antonio.
oh, yeah, this is Kike, but that's Antonio.
Yeah.
I didn't say my
Crazy.
name. My bad. Anyhow, so going back to this very influential man, we're definitely going to put, if you guys don't know what we're talking about, we're going to put a photo up so you guys can see it. I do have some statements
I
from
like that
major
Yeah.
anime creator, very popular anime. So the creator of One Piece said, I hope that you're in paradise.
Yeah.
I hope that the paradise is as pleasant as you imagine it in your manga, Sensei. That's from the creator of One Piece.
It's Oda.
Yeah, and the creator of Naruto, I've just learned of my sensei's death, and I'm overcome by the feeling of emptiness even worse than when Dragon Ball ended. And this goes on. You know, you have the One Piece the One Punch Man creator. I can't seem to feel that he's really passed away. Maybe it's because he's always been like a star in the sky, even in life. And we have Blue Lock, we have a lot of other popular anime that pay respects to, and they all in their statements say that if it wasn't for Dragon Ball and the influence it had in the world, they would have never been interested in anime. And like Apexx said, it was the domino effect that started with Toriyama, and they all refer to him as Sensei.
Was
'Cause-
DBZ his first like big one? I mean, I know it's a big one, but was that his first one? For those of us that are not familiar.
what?
Like me.
I don't know if he was working on anything else before then.
I would say if he was, I think his like project that kind of like brought him into popularity was Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Do we know if they all just like hung out with each other, like just grouping?
Oh,
or-
they had plenty of moments where they shared their knowledge of what they've
Okay.
been creating, and they've looked for inspiration straight from Toriyama.
Yeah.
Yeah, Toriyama is like their sensei. He comes from an older generation than they do, but they definitely looked up to him.
The only animation, I'm not gonna lie, is based like I followed was like Studio Ghibli, and that's like really it.
That's good, yeah.
That's my like, I guess, toe into the animation world.
Okay.
I need I'm not gonna lie, I've only seen Ponyo. I haven't seen a lot of the
Pause.
other-
No way.
Oh, that's not right.
No,
I'm not gonna. You've never seen Spirited Away?
you never seen Spirited Away?
No way.
So
Oh,
anyway, what I was gonna
Go-
say is we can have a studio
Yeah.
Ghibli
Mm-hmm.
episode in the future. We definitely will, because I know that is a lot of people.
Not even Princess Mononoke.
Yeah,
What-
Princess Mononoke. That's like
No
my favorite.
hablo,
That's
For sure.
such a great one.
no hablo inglés, but
How's Moving Castle? Flying Castle.
Owl's Moon Cat.
we're gonna have an episode around there. And before we do, I'm gonna start watching them just so I have
You
some points of reference.
where you need to start is probably Spirited Away.
Yeah, I've heard about it, and I feel like I think I started it, but
That's where it got me started.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
that's like the main one you think about. Either that one or Princess Mononoke.
Also,
that's like
Sure.
very first movie that ever made me cry.
Like cry in general.
Yeah, like cry at a movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, really?
No, Titanic did not make me cry.
I don't think it made anybody cry.
I laughed when your boy hit the fucking the propeller.
Jesus.
I will say that is a great funny scene.
We can't.
Sorry.
If we veer that far off, I will start a rant. I have a whole
sorry.
rant
I'm
about
sorry.
the Titanic.
I'm sorry.
We're not-
I'm sorry.
We're not doing that.
Okay,
have
we'll go back. We'll go back.
We'll have
We'll go
another
back.
episode
Yeah,
about
we'll
the
have-
Titanic.
yeah.
Apparently, 'cause it's a good topic.
Yeah,
but,
well, I'm sorry.
but yeah, no. I mean, R.I.P. to the guy, rest in power, Akira.
Yes.
And you will be missed, and you will live through your work. And I mean, he's somebody who's not going to be forgotten, bro. He's
Oh yeah, for sure.
yeah. Does anybody else have anything to say about Akira before we move on?
Not me. I'm sorry.
For the man that basically shaped my childhood and led me into the culture of what is anime today, and for everything that I have been learned and taught just over the past decades that I've been living. I'm not that old, but
Wow.
I feel like a lot of it was due to anime in general, and he was a big part of that, especially with shonen. Because shonen was always my favorite kind.
Literally, yeah. Literally.
Down to the T. Like,
it is crazy. That is a good point. Y'all don't know that, but I've known Apexx for a very long time, and we've both made friends with people that we wouldn't expect to be friends with just because of anime. Like, you know, it really brought you to a different community, brought you to a different culture, and like inspired like storytelling in a different way. And the fact that you can literally just make a friend that you may have no other connection with, but because of your love for the same anime, a new friendship, a new relationship is born. And shit. Like, I mean, me saying that anime is popular now, they probably got some couples that started just because they watch the same anime. So it is changing people's lives. So it is crazy, but it's crazy. We really lost them like that.
Ironically, it's just a quick thing, but my second relationship ever started off because of SAO.
Because of Sword Art Online?
Yep.
Yeah.
Season 1 and 2, though, right? The third one would have got you broken up with.
Sure.
That's why they're no longer together.
Yeah.
Look, I'll say Alization, though, isn't bad. If you didn't watch it, you need to.
Which one?
Alization.
What is that?
That's like the last season that came
Oh,
out.
no. Yeah, I heard 1 and 2 were good, and 3 and 4, and then the last one is good.
I watched the first season, and I was like, this is a cool concept. But once they switched games in the first season, I was like, the entire concept just kind of fell off for me. I think the fact that, okay, you die in the game, you die off is a really cool concept, but then it was like, oh, well, you know, now he's just got these OP abilities for no reason. I was like, oh, okay.
Well, did you get to Gun Gale, or did you stop before
No,
that?
I stopped way before that.
Okay.
No, when I got to Gun Gale, it was out.
Yeah.
What? Gun Gale was so good.
Any whore. So back to Akira. That's a bad transition, but Akira, we're gonna miss you. We respect you. We love you. And rest in power, my man. Anybody else got anything to say before we move on?
No.
Okay. Continuing with anime. We recently had the Anime Awards, the 2024 Anime Awards, and it's a big one. They have. I'm going to go through the list of some of them. Some of them are very popular anime. Some I'm not familiar with, but I want to get you guys' take on some of these winners. So this is a big one, and actually, weird. I mean, a lot of people actually are not that happy about it. Some people are.
Oh,
I'm not.
But some people, yeah, like there you go. Apexx is one of them. With me, I'm neutral, I guess. But the best main character award in anime is Monkey D. Luffy
Yeah, I don't
for One Piece. So we already have 2 people in the pod that are like, nah. Why do you say that?
I'm sorry, but over the past year, you had the finale to Attack on Titan.
Yep.
And I have to say, like, there was just so much more to Aaron's character than there was to Luffy. I can understand the hype, but Luffy's whole thing was he was finally able to fight Kaido on even or better terms with his Gear 5 form. But after he got the Gear 5, there wasn't much to his personality. Like, he transforms and then he's got this jolly, like, attitude to where he doesn't really care about everything. Everything's just kind of funny to him. And it didn't, like, enhance his character at all. But when you go looking back at, like, Attack on Titan with Eren, you had the whole sequence of when him and his best friend are just with Armin. And he's thinking, he's in his head. They're talking about, like, his transition through life, how he got to the point he was in. And then he's talking about completely different than how he was just literally moments prior to this, to where he's, like, literally crying to him because of how he feels and that he doesn't want to die. And it was just a lot. There was a lot to it to make him, like, you felt this character. Luffy didn't really feel it. I think Eren deserved that award a lot more.
Yeah, I would totally agree with you. I mean, I am not a big fan of Attack on Titan, which is weird. A lot of people like Attack on Titan, but I do completely understand. And I would much rather Eren get it because he is a very complex kind of character. And you can kind of see a lot more of, like, best character award than with Luffy. And Luffy is kind of hard to pinpoint, given the fact that it's a 1,000 episode show. So to grow a character over 1,000 episodes is hard. So it's like you get this much growth because of how long the series is. Whereas with the case with Attack on Titan, it's got a couple seasons, but like you can see, oh, this is super complex, and So yeah, I totally agree with that part.
Yeah, I know One Piece has been going on for a very long time, and it's gotten a bunch more attention due to Netflix's live action adaptation of One Piece. Which I'm not gonna lie, like with me, I've seen a lot of anime, and One Piece is just one. I'm just kind of like, well, it's too long. Like I'm not gonna catch up. But watching the adaptation, even though I know it's not the same at all, it kind of got me a little more curious into it. So I started watching. I think I'm like on episode 40. And also, my fiance has never watched that anime. She's only seen Attack on Titan, actually. And she got kind of interested in watching One Piece after that, too.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. One Piece was like one of my first animes that I watched. Before it was 1,000 episodes, like 700 or 600 at the time. So I was like a young kid. But still, I was watching it. And I really enjoyed it. I really like Zoro. Like I really like Zoro. That's like one of my favorite characters. But I mean, I still would have to give it to anyone else other than Luffy in terms of at least this year.
What year did One Piece come out?
1996, 97, maybe.
What?
I'm about to fact check it. What did you just think about it, Antonio? About him being a winner?
It's I can see why people are upset about it, but I think with the popularity of One Piece, especially now, I think I can see why he won. That's how I see it. I can see why he won for this year or last year, however you want to put it. But I can see it, and I didn't really have for that particular award. I didn't really have a fan favorite. I didn't have a pick that was like, oh, I really want this person to win over this one. So when Luffy, when they're like, oh yeah, Monkey D. Luffy, I'm like, okay, I could see it. So,
But due to popularity alone.
Yeah, I mean yeah.
I mean, from what I heard, the creator of One Piece is working with Netflix to actually reanimate.
Yeah, there's going to be a whole reanimation thing. They had a little teaser for that on YouTube.
It's going to be One Piece Kai.
Yeah, so
1999.
But if you remember, it came out. I mean, it's been out since the late 90s. It's so some of those episodes don't really hold up as much. So reanimating them, getting them with the new technology that we have these days, it kind of makes sense.
Season 1 was 61 episodes. First aired October 20th, 1999.
Yeah, there you go. So it makes sense. It's not like it's insane to want to reanimate those.
And I feel like it helped too, because I know people who are curious about One Piece, but when you watch the beginning of it and it has like that older animation and things are very like fantastically goofy. People like, but imagine if it did have newer animation.
I'm just saying, I can go and restart Naruto and still love the animation.
Yeah, no, Naruto, yeah, I would. But One Piece is, for me, it's a little bit like, man.
Speaking of animation, I know a lot of people get turned off and when it comes to certain anime styles. Like, I remember in high school, I had a couple of friends that were not okay with some like drawings when it was animated because they felt like it was too weird for them to watch. Like, for example, one of my favorite animes is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Nobody could get into that because of how they're drawn. They're drawn super strange, so they were like, I just didn't like how it was drawn, so I didn't watch it.
I'm the same.
Not because it was a bad show, but it's just like, if it's just not good, it's just not good.
Yeah. just to let y'all know, I was just curious right now, who were the other nominees for Best Main Character? It was Luffy, Denji from Chainsaw Man, which I don't know why.
Because I don't think he was worthy of
I don't think he
the nomination.
Eren Yeager.
Great character, but...
From Attack on Titan. Mob from Mob Psycho. And then Thorfinn from Vinland Saga.
Thorfinn would have been a good one.
Thorfinn was my second. Number one was Eren, and Thorfinn was my close second to
I haven't seen Vinland Saga, but I hear good things.
It is really good.
So I'll get there eventually. But so that's that. The next award, best continuing series, and guess who got that one?
One Piece.
One Piece.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
it's
wonder why.
1,000 episodes. So yeah, y'all got that.
I still really need to watch that. Everybody tells me that that's like a really strong contender. Obviously, they have a lot of episodes, but like me being new to the world of anime, like everybody's like, yeah, that's definitely one of the goats. Like you got to watch that one.
Yeah, I want to see. I want to look a little more into that. Going to the next one. Now it's getting to the juicy stuff. Now we're getting into the good stuff. So, the best action anime for 2024 is without a doubt Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2.
For sure.
That
Absolutely.
was nothing but
Yep.
smoke, hands being thrown.
Every episode.
That animation team never saw their family.
No,
They
did
were
not.
cooking the entire time.
Straight utensils, straight and seasoning. They were cooking, bro.
They didn't put down the pots and pan one single moment. I swear. Oh my god, that thing.
Scrumptious.
They were throwing more hands than they were actually talking. They were just like
Exactly.
talking. They were talking, explaining things mid thing, and they were like, "Nah, just shut up. I'm just throwing hands with you. I'm done."
Yeah, it
It's
wasn't
over.
like Naruto, like where they have like, or any other anime where they
They
have like a little
couldn't
bit of
speak.
dialogue.
The narrator had to speak the entire time because so much hands were being thrown.
Yeah, I was talking to Faded about it when he was watching it, and I was like, I never understood why in some anime they would like intentionally let people power up for no reason, and like they would just stand there and watch it, be like, yeah, I'm gonna just let him power up. There was a time where Mahito was powering up and Yuji just straight up just knocked him. They didn't even let him power up, just kept knocking him and then kept hitting him so he wouldn't do anything. Couldn't use his technique. And I was like, that's smart.
There you
That's
go.
what you're
Yeah,
supposed to do.
There's so many good fights with Itadori.
For
Go.
sure.
Like the bathroom fight. that
Oh,
was
yeah.
Crazy.
Oh, with Chozo?
Yeah, that was a crazy fight. That bathroom fight was for. If you guys haven't seen Jujutsu Kaisen, please get on it. Stop what you're doing right now. Stop listening to the podcast. Go watch and then come back.
Okay, I'll be
I
right
can
back.
definitely attend to the fact that I just watched majority of this show and it is very good, very well written. The animation is phenomenal. So, thumbs up.
I'll be back. I got to go watch the show.
All right, see you later. Yeah, so I'm very happy with that choice. Yet again, the next award, best cinematography, Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, without a doubt.
Bruh.
Without a doubt.
Did you when Toto popped up and he took Yuji off from the brink of like depression and told that boy, "Hey, who are you? You that man, you Himothy Turner.
You are my
Get
brother.
up. These are my brother."
Oh yeah, and then that scene when like his necklace dropped, and then it's just Yuji and that girl
idol.
with the But no, it was like, what do you think about it, Tonyo?
Oh,
What do you think about Jujutsu Kaisen winning cinematography and action?
Antonio.
I mean, of course they won
Sir,
Okay.
why are you
course.
so close to your mic?
because
Take it out of your mouth.
Trying to get the ASMR.
Jesus. Anyway, the next one is best voice artist performance in Japanese, and it is none other than your boy. Like that's my boy. One of my sensei, Satori Gojo.
For sure.
That was
Gojo's
there's
good.
no other one there.
Yeah, Gojo, my favorite character from Jujutsu Kaisen. Now, I mean, he will always be, but after season 2, Sukuna is my boy.
So wait, I have to ask, as a collection, do y'all prefer sub or dub?
See, me
I
and
watch
TK, I was gonna say he watches them both, but I know he prefers dub.
No, I watch sub.
I know you watch sub,
Yeah,
but you prefer dub.
I'm like depends.
That depends. Demon Slayer said
Well,
otherwise.
sometimes I do watch dub more, just because like I'm always kind of doing something, like I'm always busy, so that way I can kind of just have it there. Where I know in sub like I have to just sit there, but I'm never just sitting still.
Majority of the time, I do prefer sub. But I will say though, if I'm watching Bleach, like I'm a huge Johnny Bosch fan. Hit the voice actor
for Ichigo.
Yeah, the voice
Yeah.
actor for Ichigo in English, who's also Giyu from Demon Slayer.
Also, the Black Ranger.
Also the Black Ranger, and a couple other great different titles. But he is a phenomenal voice actor for English dub anything.
That's true. I feel like I like watching sub in certain things because I feel like let's say just for the first thing that popped in my head, My Hero. You watch that in dub. I don't like their reactions to things like when they're fighting and stuff. I think in Japanese, like the things they say in Japanese have more emotion in it. So I don't know. It just sounds weird if they say it in English. So I'd rather hear it in Japanese.
I definitely have a preference. I definitely prefer sub over dub for a couple of reasons. The first one is, I feel like especially I see it a lot in shonen animes, the English, it's just some of the things they say, either it sounds mistranslated or it sounds like it's like really cringy, like that's not supposed to be there, or they're not supposed to act like that. But it's also like, for example, like in Jujutsu Kaisen, if you watch it in dub, I feel like some of the scenes don't translate well if you were to watch it in dub than in sub. Like some of the characters, when they're trying to act goofy, they come across as just weird instead of like comedic relief. Rather than in sub, you're like, oh, okay, this makes more sense. And I've noticed it when he was watching it in dub. I was like for example,
wait, hold on, let me stop you right there. You watched it in dub? Get out. No, I was kidding. Oh, good. Sorry.
So they were explaining how the Black Flash worked, and they were in the Japanese or the sub version of it. They explained like it's like when like an athlete and how they get into the zone and all this. Like they went in depth, and with the dub, they're like, yeah, the athletes do it. Like they completely just did not give the explanation to it. So that's why I'm like, I really prefer sub because it's like not a lot of mistranslation, and even if it is cringy, I can't hear it because I don't understand it.
That's true. Yeah. For the Jujutsu Kaisen, I think I've watched that every new episode drops, so I've only seen it sub. I've never seen it dub. Oh, yeah, you good?
I prefer sub for most of the animes that I watch. So that's just in general.
Well, you see, the whole reason why I decided to watch it in dub is so, like, if y'all don't know, I'm dyslexic. So, like, it's a little harder for me to keep up with reading and following. So I get caught up in reading what they're saying and not watching the film. So, and that's in anything. So, like, it doesn't even have to be anime. If there's a subtitle to anything, I get lost because I'm too busy focusing on the words. So I prefer to watch it in dub so I can kind of catch what's going on a little better.
Then you can't watch Shogun.
Oh, really?
The whole thing is, like, majority of it's just sub.
Oh, that's going to suck. Because I do need to watch that.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
Shogun, you can watch it in dub.
You can?
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me that?
You've never asked.
Don't
This never came up as a
lie
question.
to me. No, anyway. We're going to say, DJ?
No, I was just going to say I'm 100% with him. Like, I have to, like...
Watching dub?
Yeah. If I watch something, it's going to be in dubbed.
I'm sorry to hear that. You guys on Apexx, or you want to keep going? Take your time. It's fine. We're not on the schedule.
We can keep going.
Okay. So going on to the next one, best opening sequence is Jujutsu Kaisen.
You are my
2.
special.
Yes, it is.
That was pretty good, bro.
That was a great one, bro.
Man, no, the way you sung that.
Oh.
Hey, yo.
We're so that was the opening for season 2. Definitely one. I like those. I'm not gonna lie. The openings for all of season 2 and endings, I have them on my Spotify.
They're all really
same.
good. They're really good.
Not to be cringe, but I have like 90% of all openings of Naruto and Bleach on my Spotify.
Amen, brother. I have it too. Let's see. This one, I care more about this award than the best main character. Anime of the year. Anime of the year. Y'all hear that? I'll say it again. Anime del año. Jujutsu
Sorry,
Kaisen.
I'm gonna need. I didn't mean to cut you off right there, but I'm gonna need you to put that in dub.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to read this up. All right. Yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen won Anime of the Year. I mean,
Absolutely, there was.
I'm not fighting that.
Wait, was
no
that
other
as a
choice.
whole, like of the entire show, or just season 2?
Season 2.
Season 2,
season 2.
because
Yeah.
well, big thing was a lot of people. I get the claim on the fact that like it was heavily carried by the animation this year, which it was. I will say like that was a big factor of how good it was, but you also have to take in consideration about what was the developments made inside the show, what transition, what was the changes made from the manga to the anime, which really wasn't many, which I like. I like when they don't change up from the source material.
Those Mappa artists were beat for that, so they deserve that award.
Exactly. For what the Mappa artists had to go through, the time frames they were given, yes, give them all. I don't care how many awards you give them, but they deserve it.
even if it was popular because of just the animation, Demon Slayer is super popular because of its animation. That's why a lot of people like it. It's just the animation is really clean and fluid.
I agree.
If you don't mind me asking, what were the other contenders for the anime of the year? Because I don't actually remember.
I'm gonna look that up.
I have it here.
Sorry. We'll
It
start.
was obviously Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2,
Let's go.
Oshinoko, Bochi the Rock, Chainsaw Man, Demon Slayer, and Vinland Saga Season 2.
I feel like my only other option would have been either Vinland Saga or no, that would have been probably Vinland Saga. But that's just because I really like the story. But I'm okay with Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2 definitely winning that. That is definitely a good contender. So I am okay with that. But if either that didn't win, then I would want Vinland Saga to win, just purely off the story.
So I have a question. So like I said, I never really watched a whole lot of anime. And when I was little, you remember right after Cartoon Network would end, Toonami would turn on.
Mm-hmm.
I remember watching an anime, but it was like boba.
Oh, that's a classic.
Yeah, that is.
Whatever happened to that?
Well,
Like like I said, I watched it, but I don't remember like a lot of it because I was little. But like whatever happened to the boba.
Yeah, I don't know. Didn't they have somebody fighting with a mustache
Something like that.
or like nose hair or something?
yeah, that was Bobobo.
Oh, that was. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of remember he had like a yellow afro or something.
Yeah.
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 But I just don't remember. I don't know if anybody like actually watched that.
I did. No, I watched it. I just kind of. I was waiting. I watched that waiting for, I think Bleach or like. There was another anime, Naruto or something. I'm like, oh, I gotta watch Bobobo.
Yeah, it was one of those kind of in the middle animes that you have to you had to watch. It was a good watch, don't get me wrong, but yeah, they fit in a time frame to where you got one of the heavy hitters, either Naruto or Bleach, something like that, Trigun, something in that ball field, and then they would go to that and then continue on the next one, like Cowboy Bebop or something.
Yeah.
Ooh, Cowboy Bebop.
Oh,
Yeah.
classic.
Shout out really quickly.
Live action.
I know. Oh yeah.
There is.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Like no one
Netflix-
really ever talks about that.
Yeah, Netflix. I wasn't that mad about it. I mean, I don't know. At the time, and don't judge me, I haven't fully seen Cowboy Bebop
Neither have I.
when that live action came out, and then when I watched, I'm like, oh, I'm getting on this. Now I'm caught up. But yeah, I thought that that was interesting too. But I don't know for those who play Overwatch. They did announce a Cowboy Bebop Overwatch collab, so they're gonna have some skins on March 12th.
Tomorrow.
Sponsor Overwatch. Sponsor.
Sponsor?
But yeah,
Sponsor?
To keep it rolling, best character design, Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2.
Let's go.
Yeah, probably Gojo. Just Gojo's eyes in general.
No, I was gonna say like it'd probably be because Mojito and other characters, their transformations were very on point. And you had the whole scene with Toto, like the very overly exaggerated scene where he's like he sees Itadori throwing hands on Mojito, and he's just like, I can't just let you do this alone, brother. And he just like starts going through his monologue, and there's like stars and stuff popping up around him.
In a galaxy, I was like, what is going on?
Right.
Like, I'm in a Mario Kart like level. I was like, what is going on?
He goes and
here?
hits Mojito, and it's just the most underwhelming attack because it didn't do anything. He just hops right back up. I'm just like, wow, that was over exaggerated a little.
Other nominees for best character design: Chainsaw Man again, Demon Slayer, Hell's Paradise, and Trigun.
Hell's Paradise and Trigun.
Hell's Paradise got some good.
Those are good.
Those are pretty.
Are they
good.
talking about the new Trigun that came out?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like the way those are drawn.
I like
They're
them.
not that bad.
I like
Even
it.
though they're a little 3D, I'm okay with that 3D. There are certain 3D animes that I'm like, no, I can't do that. But Triguns, I mess with Trigun.
There's a 3D anime on Netflix called like The Blue-Eyed Samurai. I haven't watched it, and like I saw a little clip of it, and it is 3D, so I kind of got me like, I don't know.
What kind of animation is considered for Ninja Kamui? Because it's a little different. It's the one for HBO.
Yeah, no, I've been watching that one.
My bad, Max.
I feel like I don't know.
Get that right.
That's just anime.
Yeah.
Say
It's
his name.
standard.
Say
I would say
stay.
standard.
I'm not gonna lie. I want to do an episode on Ninja Kamui. Like, you guys need to watch that. No, Faded. Sorry.
Wow.
I forgot his name for a second. Sorry, Faded.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Wow.
You need to watch Ninja Kamui.
Okay.
You have HBO Max?
No, but
I'll
that
give you
doesn't
my
mean I
thing.
can't watch
Sir,
it.
it's called Max.
Max.
Yeah.
It's just Max.
It's just Max. Say his
Max.
name.
Maxie. Okay, but yeah. So keep going. We're gonna go with best supporting character, Satoru Gojo, Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh, imagine that.
That's crazy. Bien loco. Best supporting character. I'm kind of curious. Who are the other people? Donya, you had. Never mind. I got it.
Be like,
Mob Psycho.
Armin, Mikasa, someone.
Attack on Titan. It was Hanji.
Oh
Hank?
yeah. Okay, that's fair.
Power from Chainsaw Man. Satoru Gojo season 2 or Geto
Hunt.
season 2.
Ghetto's a good one.
I think Geto would have been an interesting character, but they gave it to Gojo, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, best director. Jujutsu Kaisen season 2.
Oh no.
Best director, yes. I want to see if I can, because I have the nominee list here. I'm just trying to.
I feel like our levels of excitement are just not there right now. What's going on?
It mainly because I love JJK with a huge passion. It won like 90% of the categories.
Yeah,
Well, my
we're-
thing is, I guess maybe it's because I'm just getting into anime. I'm like, I was expecting y'all to be like lit. Like, what's up, bro?
Yeah, no, for real.
No, I mean, I know these guys are going to win. If
Yeah,
like I said
it's-
again, if you guys have not seen, like listeners, if you guys have not seen Jujutsu Kaisen, please watch it.
I'm gonna
It-
be honest. The biggest surprise to me was literally the main character vote.
with Luffy.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
that
that
was
was a
the
little
biggest thing to me. Everything else just kind of made a lot more sense.
That was very strange.
Sure.
Let's see, anime best ending sequence, Jujutsu
Oh.
Kaisen season 2.
For sure.
Yeah, those songs go hard.
They really
Look,
do.
any song they
They're
produce
bops.
goes hard.
So, real quick, do you think over time, you think they're going to keep putting out hitters, or you think they're going to, like, stay.
So Jujutsu
like-
Kaisen.
Yeah.
So
Well-
usually,
You go.
I'm sorry.
Like, you think they're going to be 1,000 episodes? Like,
Like, do you
No,
think they're
they're
gonna
not.
trail
They
off?
already announced they're not going to do that.
okay.
But usually, like an anime that produces really good like OSTs, continue on and have better ones afterwards. Or maybe not the greatest ones, but they're still always bangers.
Yeah.
They never miss.
So now we're going to start seeing some switch up stuff. So best score, Attack on Titan. The final chapters. Okay, haven't heard it yet.
Okay.
Best drama, Attack on Titan.
Both
Final
categories that it deserved.
Yeah.
Yeah, best
I
drama.
agree
I
with
could
those.
see that. Best art direction, Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
agree.
that was crazy. That fight
Yeah.
scene at the end.
Oh, absolutely. Like I feel like Demon Slayer's always been really good with how they develop their art and just every way how they produce their styles when they fight. Like it's just so beautiful.
Yeah, it's really an art. It looks incredible the way it's done. What are you gonna say? Jay?
Yeah, I was thinking like it really looks like a Japanese painting. How they like the water,
the brush strokes and stuff?
It's
Yeah.
that's really cool. I like how they did that with the animation because I've never seen that like anywhere else. There probably is somebody out there who's done that before, but I mean, just seeing that, I was like, the colors are very vibrant, and you can tell like, oh, that's really cool. So yeah,
So the reason why I think that one actually won over JJK, even though JJK was beautiful too, but if you look at it and you can watch JJK without like some of the special effects from the fighting and still be like, okay, this is awesome. But the whole thing about Demon Slayer is that their styles, when they like showing the flashiness of them, in reality isn't actually happening.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah, so if you take away that, it's just not nearly as good as
Just people swinging a sword around.
that.
Can you imagine, like, yeah, just seeing like the giant water dragon, but it's really just a kid, like just like just running with a sword.
See Tanjiro just running up
Yeah.
to the people with his sword, just like he's like, I'm not giving up. He's just crying, but he's just with the sword.
Yeah,
I'm gonna use my sun breathing. What are you doing, kid?
Why are you dancing? This is a fight.
yeah, no, but I mean, yeah, AP made a good point about the vibrant color things like that because that does stand out. Some people, yeah, I've even heard once. I think it was before I watched Demon Slayer. That I'm like, oh, is that a like? I can't remember who I was talking to, and I was like, oh, is that a good anime? He's like, it's not a good anime. It's a work of art. I was like, Jesus. Now I have the way he sold it. Now I gotta watch it. Going to the next thing, best animation, Demon Slayer, and I could see that. Yeah, if y'all the last episodes of the last season when the Sound Hashira was going against that guy, that was wild.
Yeah,
that was beautifully done.
That also wasn't last season.
What was the last season?
Last season was
You're
when they're
right.
in the
You're
Swordsmith
right.
Village.
My bad. Okay, Jesus Christ.
I'm just trying.
Sorry. Anyway, best fantasy, Demon Slayer.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, okay.
I mean, there's other ones out there. I feel like Solo Leveling is gonna get some awards next year.
Oh, absolutely.
When I saw Solo Leveling, I was like, oh yeah, they're gonna win a couple of.
Yeah, they're gonna go places. Ninja Kamui, I want to see if they're even. Maybe not because this is the. Is this the Crunchyroll?
I'm still.
Oh yeah.
No,
Yeah, no.
I think Ninja Kamui might be a little underground because it's not.
Also, why you think Bleach isn't on any of these nominations?
They were.
They were?
Yeah. That's why I'm saying. Yeah, because let me see. Best Action, Bleach was a nominated.
I'm low-key surprised on that just because of the fact that all the problems, the licensing problems that Bleach had with Crunchyroll. The whole reason why it's not on Crunchyroll right now. Or at least 1,000 Year Blood War.
Also, aren't they selling to somebody? Crunchyroll.
No,
Funimation
they bought
was,
Funimation.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. I feel like I saw it again. Oh, it was a voice. Exactly what you said too. Best voice actor for English. The voice actor who plays Ichigo.
Who won that
Johnny.
category?
We're not there yet.
Okay. I'll wait to vent.
Actually, did we pass that up?
I don't remember it being passed up.
Oh no, maybe not. I feel like I've seen that though. But actually no, I did see it, but not on this. It was Gojo in English, which I don't think that's a good choice.
Wait, what?
Who is the best? Who I don't know why my
Best
list doesn't
V-
show that best voice actor in English.
That was Ryan Colt Levi
In what was
for Chainsaw Man.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I see it now. Yeah.
All right.
I don't.
I'm just gonna.
I think that's definitely.
I'm just gonna
correct.
sit here and just mold. No, I'm just,
Best comedy anime, Spy Family.
I'm
Yeah.
okay with that.
I've
Yeah.
never seen it.
a lot
It's
of people
good.
really enjoyed Spy Family.
I'm gonna try to get. I know it's popular.
It's like a wholesome drama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
It is really good.
Must protect at all costs character, Spy Family.
Is it
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anya
Yeah.
Folger. Yeah.
for sure?
Best new series, I think that's a cap. Chainsaw Man.
No.
I don't think.
No.
I don't think. No.
Chainsaw Man did get popular when it came out because a lot of people hyped it up, but I don't think it's.
No. I saw it. It was for what it was. Okay.
It was.
But I'm not nominating it for anything. Yeah, best voice artist performance in English. It was Denji from Chainsaw Man. I think that's okay. Best original anime, Buddy Daddies.
Who was
Dude, I don't even know.
best?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I have no
I
idea
don't know
what
what
that
that
is.
is.
I was going back a little bit. I was trying to see who were the nominees for best new series.
I have the list right here. Best new series.
Yeah, the one that Chainsaw Man won. Let's see.
Well, he's looking for that. Did y'all ever watch Ruby?
I did.
Yep. Ruby was really good. I love anything Rooster Teeth in general.
You heard they're being
I got it.
shut down.
I know.
Oh, I found it.
Okay, you can go. Tom.
Which I'm surprised that I'm not really surprised that they're being shut down, honestly.
I will definitely remember them all time though for Red versus Blue.
Oh, 100%.
Classic.
What you got?
Yes, going back a little bit. So the nominees for the best new series were obviously Chainsaw Man. Then there was Oshinoko. We had Hell's Paradise, Bocchi the Rock, Heavenly Delusion, and Zom 100.
I have that on my.
List of the Dead.
I have my to watch list.
So,
Same.
Zom 100, I'm okay with. I actually did like that, and I like Hell's Paradise more than I did for Chainsaw Man, honestly. So I'd rather those two win if I had my opinion on it.
These people sleep. Best film. I have not seen it, but it is on my to-do list. Suzumi.
Suzumi.
Yeah. I've seen it. Like I keep seeing TikToks about it.
So do I. Yeah, it
So-
was on my list.
I gotta watch. They said it was beautifully done. Unless am I saying it wrong? Suzumi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
All right.
I haven't watched it myself, but
Oh,
Me neither.
definitely
no, Suzume.
Suzume.
Disculpe, I speak Spanish.
Oh my god.
Best anime song? I don't know them like that. Oshunoko.
It's from Oshinoko, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I actually enjoy that song.
I gotta
It's
hear
pretty
that
dope.
song.
It's got a lot of like techno beat to it, like
Yeah.
like,
Okay.
like kind of yeah.
Say less. I'm about some techno. Best slice of life? Bocchi the Rock. Bocchi the Rock.
Yeah, I mean, I've watched a little bit of it. It for a slice of life, it's all right. It's pretty entertaining.
What is slice of life? What does it mean?
It's basically like it's supposed to be realistic. It's a somebody's normal life. So they're not a superhero. They're not a fantasy setting. It's supposed to be somebody's real,
Just
like a
normal
real
life.
life. Yeah. So it's about a girl who joins a band, basically. And that's what it's about.
I have to look into it. And then best romance? I don't know. Toriyama. I don't know. I
That
don't
sounds
watch
kind of
romance.
familiar.
I'm
I've
be
definitely
honest.
heard of-
Horimiya. Yeah,
Yeah,
I actually really
Horimiya.
like
Oh.
that. Yeah, that I watched that with my girlfriend, and I enjoyed it a lot. If you
Have-
like romances.
I haven't really watched any
Romance.
recent romance animes.
Yeah, me neither.
Not educated.
But that's the Anime Awards. But we can get a little bit into. We're gonna definitely have certain specific anime episode podcasts, but we could just do a general ones of like, what are some that you like? Some.
So I do have one question. My
Wow.
one question that I have for you guys is, what was y'all's first anime? Like, what was it that brought it to you? Like, we've talked about how DBZ was like a big hitter for us, and shaping how we like anime. But what was the first one that you watched?
My anime cherry popper.
Yes.
Bo. That was my very first
Really?
one. Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
What you got?
My first one was either Naruto or Soul Eater. I can't remember which one. I know I watched them around the same time, but I couldn't remember which one I watched first.
Oh, thinking really back.
I would have to say though, my first anime that I was actually
major?
binge watching was the one. So obviously, Dragon Ball was the first anime that really got me to like, okay, I like this art style, I like this type of fighting and stuff like that. Because when I first started watching anime, it was all about fights for me. Like I wanted to see action, so I was a huge shonen fan. So it definitely goes in between Naruto and Bleach for me, and that's corresponding because they were both like during like the same time frame. So I can't really decide on which one was more first than the other one. Like what came first, chicken or the egg? It was both of them. Like I loved both of them.
What'd you think, Tanya? What you got? I can't. I'm trying to think far back, and as far back as I can go,
that's
is just,
the same. I can't.
Actually, I'm sorry, Antonio. I just thought of one thing. Actually, I lied because now that I think about it, it was Yu-Gi-Oh. That was my first actual
yeah.
anime.
Yeah.
technically Pokemon was mine then. If you consider
want,
an anime,
If you want to consider,
I mean,
those,
it
then
is,
Yeah, it was
yeah.
Pokemon.
yeah, Pokemon, Digimon,
Yeah.
and then Naruto, and then Bleach. Yeah,
Is Yu-Gi-Oh? No, Yu-Gi-Oh is Japanese. I'm thinking wrong. Yeah.
Nani?
Yeah. Fucking leave me alone.
Technically, the cards were Egyptian.
Technically.
No relation.
No relation.
It's a really difficult one for me personally because I watched Deep Cut on Antonio here.
Oh, hi.
I watched a lot of anime through a relative of mine who got literally VHS tapes recorded with like look, I'm not that old, but I'm telling you,
What are you doing?
people from let me get to it. People from the 80s and before, they had to record these anime on VHS tape.
So are you dating
then-
yourself?
Not me, and then like handwrite subtitles. It was
Damn.
so
sorry.
so I
So much excitement.
That was our heart.
so
Yeah, I fainted hearing
I'm-
about that.
I'm going to say Dragon Ball, but I don't believe that's correct. I think there's an older anime that I saw before that and just cannot remember the name of. But I saw a shit ton of old anime on VHS that was like straight from Japan with like handwriting on it.
Okay. I know me and Kike had a conversation about a week and a half ago or so.
About a week ago.
And I was telling him that I think the very first anime that I remember watching is old anime, which was, I believe we found it was called Ronin Soldiers, I believe is what it was called.
Ronin Samurai.
Ronin Samurai, something like that. It was an old anime, came on like Cartoon Network back in the day. It used to be right either before or right after Thundercats. And I used to watch that, and it used to be my jam, man. And like, I got into that, and then like that show like kind of ended or whatever, and then I never really picked back up into anime. So, but that was my first.
Yeah, that if you guys, if listeners, if you guys are anime fans, when I looked it up with Faded, it seemed to be the style that like Yu Yu Hakusho was in. It's kind of like that. I don't know if you guys, that kind of dates it like Dragon Ball.
Yeah, Yu Yu Hakusho, I saw a lot of that.
It's like Sailor Moon at the beginning, stuff like that.
Rurouni Kenshin.
Rurouni Kenshin.
Yeah.
That's another good. Inuyasha.
Yeah.
Those are some classics. But I have to say, I know some of us in the group have watched anime for years. Some of us are kind of just starting up, but for those who do watch anime, what's like your favorite? Like you're like, hold on,
I just got to say, it wasn't Ronin Samurai, it was Ronin Warriors.
Oh,
by the way.
So we're both wrong.
Just letting you know.
Yeah, whatever.
Like always.
I have a question after this one, but for that would definitely hands down.
Or like favorite characters or whatever.
That was the question I was gonna say.
Oh well, my bad.
Anime wise, like favorite all time. It's another one of those like give and take type of thing. Because I want to say it's Bleach. I do.
Let's go.
It's
Score.
Let's go.
For the main character and just everything involved in it, and me following along to the finish line, like it meant a lot to me. But so also did Naruto, and corresponding, it was the same kind of concept, and that's why Bleach is my favorite anime. But Naruto from Naruto and Naruto Shippuden is my favorite anime character for the development that he made through his life, from literally being rock bottom, getting tossed to the side by his own like godfather. I say godfather because that's what the third Hokage kind of was, but kind of just like fed him to the wolves the entire time he was growing up, to what he became and ended up being Hokage in the show, just basically like the president of his village. Like it was great. It was one of those like Slumdog Millionaire type of stories, and I love it. I love him.
You got some AP?
My favorite anime is kind of difficult to say. I have a favorite anime and I have a favorite manga. If the manga that I read that is my favorite was animated correctly, it would be my favorite anime, but it's never got a correct adaptation. So my favorite anime would definitely be JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. That's just what I liked a lot. I watched that like 2 or 3 times, definitely in high school. I just watched it over and over again. But my favorite manga is Berserk. If that was animated correctly, all it has is like maybe 1 or 2 adaptations, but they're not really good, like translated. That would definitely be my favorite, given the fact that, Guts has got to be my favorite character. I mean, he had, like, it's just a guy who had nothing, started out with nothing, and even he gains all these friends and, starts opening up to people, then to just lose it all again and then start from rock bottom twice and then build up again. It's cool to see that no matter how many times he hit rock bottom, he kept getting back up.
I keep hearing, I actually hear a lot about that, and 2 people recently have asked me if I watched it. Isn't it available on Netflix?
So they have 3 movies, and then they made the Crunchyroll adaptation of it, which was like they made the movies into a series, and then they added a couple extra scenes here and there. So the movies is just the first arc, or the second arc technically. They don't take the first arc in consideration. So it's the second arc of the manga, and then it follows that entire arc, and then it stops. And then you don't get any further than that. You don't get before that. So you don't get him after that. But in the TV series that they did, the 2016 and the 2017, I believe, it's the after that, but the animation's bad and the characters just don't act like they did in the manga, so it's like not a great adaptation. But if you want, like, if you don't feel like reading the manga, you just watch that and you kind of get a gist of what happened after the movies.
Yeah, I used to be a big manga reader. I used to I used to spend hours in Barnes and Noble just picking up books and just reading. I used to buy some of them too. But I didn't like when I started really getting into anime. I just rather see it like that, experience it like that, because I feel like when you're trying to get into like the characters' development stuff, reading the manga is good because it'll be exact to it. But the action scenes, I have to see it acted out. Like I don't like I don't want to like, oh wait, the next page, and then like, oh, he hits him next page, like now he hits him back. So like it's kind of a like I don't know. I don't get the same experience from it. But what you got, Tony?
It's so difficult for me. I mean, I really love anime. Like, I love Naruto. I love Bleach. I've grown to really enjoy One Piece. I even love Claymore. I don't know if anybody knows that. That's one of my. I love that. But if I had to go with my favorite that like I couldn't live without, it's Yu Yu Hakusho. It just, I don't know. It was very influential in my journey into liking anime. Yeah.
Either me or Faded, we should do an anime version of everyone here in their favorite one. I think trying to do AP and JoJo style and doing Tonyo and Yu Yu Hakusho style, I think that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I can imagine with a little fit, with a little spirit gun.
I'll just have to go through and get like a lot of references, but for sure.
Yeah, just get 3D scans of us and stuff.
I call Pokemon.
You know, just give me give me Ichigo with his bankai.
Chill out. No, because for me now it's my turn. So for me, I watch a lot of anime. I watch like some underground stuff. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Hitman Reborn.
I just heard about it from you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell me about
You
it.
remember that?
That's a great anime.
That's a Noragami. Those are some hidden gems.
Another hidden
Great.
gem. He
There's a
also
lot of
likes
like
Hello Kitty.
Hello Kitty.
Say
My
hello,
Little
kid.
Pony.
That's my girl. Damn, I was gonna. Oh, this one's one like I don't know why it's like a feel good one. The devil gets a part-time job.
That's a good
Oh,
one.
the devil's a part-timer.
Yeah, part-timer.
Yeah, that is
I
such
actually
a good
really like that anime. I know it's really dumb because
is.
it's like a
It's so
demon god that like works for like McDonald's. But it's weirdly addicting. Like I just like it. And that's kind of like I don't think it's considered a slice of life, but it is mine. So I just love it.
See, I'm into a bunch of ones that are like kind of not on the main trail, but like you probably never heard of it. But like the world that God only knows.
I know that
That's
one.
another, yeah.
That one's good. That's the one with the what's his name? The glasses guy.
Oh, Jimmy. No, I was kidding. I
Yeah,
just made that up.
but he's trying to he has to make girls fall in love with him.
Yeah,
That
with
one?
the goddess Elsie.
Yes.
And all them. Yeah, that's a really
That is
cool.
actually a good one. He's like a cool gamer dude, and he's like, oh yeah, I play all these dating sims, so this is how chicks work.
No, it's something.
Talk about McDonald's. Did you see what they're doing?
I saw the anime McDonald's.
Yeah.
That's
WickDonald's.
Wait, they're making an anime McDonald's?
What?
Yeah.
You haven't seen it? I have to
You
send it
haven't
to
seen
you.
it?
McDonald's
It's
with
all over
with
TikTok,
Kai.
Instagram.
It's
Actually,
WickDonald's.
my fiance,
McDonald's.
my fiance is she's a big
Get
fan.
the fuck out of here.
So
What?
so
It is.
Dude.
It's clean as shit.
It looks awesome.
McDonald's has actually always been a part of a lot of animes because a lot of animes have always been sponsored through McDonald's, and so they've always added references to it in the shows, which a lot of them they have. Have you ever noticed when they're at like a burger restaurant?
That is
they'll have,
true.
They'll have the
I
M
actually-
upside down, which is McDonald's.
You haven't seen it?
No, I haven't seen the McDonald's animation or anime, whatever.
No, it's not a McDonald's
not-
anime.
yeah.
It's a McDonald's, like in real life in Los Angeles, they opened a anime McDonald's.
Yeah, that's cool. I didn't know they did that.
Oh yeah, I gotta show you.
But
Right
do
now
think-
they're doing like limited edition bags and shit.
Yeah.
Like at
From, like,
McDonald's.
Like the bag
Like,
has
actual
like
animations and
McDonald's
shit.
anime
Manga
on it.
strips
like,
on it.
oh no,
whole
they
time.
did make an anime.
Even-
McDonald's did make an anime. Like one
They
anime
did.
scenes.
So if you order and you get your receipt right now, on the back of the receipt will be like a manga panel.
Yeah.
That's
It's really
dope.
cool.
And they have like interactive tables and stuff.
Yeah.
Like they have like
Which has nothing to do with anime, but
Yeah, it's whatever.
it's like little games or whatever. But I know like a lot of
whatever.
artists that are really into anime, like Megan Thee Stallion and like my fiance likes Young Miko. She's like a reggaetonero, but like really, really popular. But she's into anime, and her music video, she had it in that McDonald's. So like
That's cool.
it's really cool. Like they really bring a lot of attention to it because it is that popular, and it's crazy because like what we talked about. And you liked anime back then, you were like a nerd, like nobody talked to you about it. Now it's like changing
look at McDonald's.
everything, dude. Yeah, like
Well, now you're a
Look
nerd
at
if you
McDonald's.
don't like it.
yeah. Now you're like, you don't watch anime? Yo, get the
I feel like two of the
Get the
big reasons
fuck.
of like the spread. One, I feel like goes generically with Hot Topic being a thing. Hot Topic is always like have
my
a bunch of
God.
anime apparel.
Yeah.
No.
But then you look at now more of a modern thing, streaming services. Because back in the day, if you wanted to legally watch anime, your main course was Crunchyroll.
First of all,
Or some
no.
Funimation.
Back in the day, you were watching an
3
anime
parts on YouTube?
and 5 parts on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
One of the parts were wrong and the dub was terrible, and you're like, "What is this even the same part of the episode I was just
Right.
watching?"
Right.
But
Is
that
this
goes
the
back
real
that
dub?
goes back to me saying about the legalness of watching anime. Because YouTube, but you had to watch in like either the certain square sizes where some of it
Oh
was
my
cut
God.
out.
Yeah.
And just a
Oh
bunch
my
of
God.
that, and so like the only way to properly watch anime was either to do Crunchyroll, or if you wanted to do it quote unquote illegally, you went to like something like Kiss Anime or GoGo Anime. There's different sites that like would do
Give you
double
viruses.
casting.
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
could
Basically
viruses.
give you
So
viruses.
The ones where you would
LimeWire.
search it up and then you open it and it's actually porn and not
Right.
anime. And you're like, I was literally trying to watch anime, like for real, not porn. That's crazy.
Like you were upset. You're like,
And so nowadays,
Yeah.
I want to know what happens in
Oh my-
Naruto.
Oh my God, Pikachu!
You're like,
what
this
are
is
you
not my
doing?
Pokemon.
nowadays you go into almost any streaming service now, and they all have their own branch of anime.
Yeah.
You kind of have to.
Yeah.
I never got to say my favorite anime, so
What is it? Real
no,
quick.
back up.
Hurry up.
What was I gonna tell you? So I am like Apexx. Let's say some other name. That there's a lot of anime I watch, but my ride or dies A1 day ones is Ichigo Kurosaki from Bleach and Sasuke Uchiha from Naruto.
there you go.
Version of Sasuke.
I don't know. That is a good question.
Because my favorite version of Sasuke, ironically, is from Boruto. Even though I don't like Boruto, I do like adult Sasuke more than any other.
Is
Sasuke.
it because of his character development?
Yes, and the fact that he's not as much of a bitch.
That hurt me. But I didn't watch it
Damn.
because Boruto's a bitch.
Yeah, that's the problem.
All right, you
That's
know what?
why
I no longer,
can't bring myself.
I no
to watch
longer feel bad that he said this to you now. 'cause,
Pichuto.
look, if we're going on these lines, he is correct.
Anyway, I'm gonna
Sasuke
pick.
through-
I can't hear you.
Anyway, folks, after that note,
Ichigo. So if I had to choose, because AP made me feel bad, Ichigo Kurosaki. That's my boy. Just in my office alone, I have like 3 figures. I have all his swords. I have his album cover.
Top
Bro.
2 anime character for me.
Well, you can have Naruto. That's fine. So we're gonna draw in a Naruto fit. I'll take.
That's fine. Give me the Hokage cloak.
Any
I'm
day.
fine with that.
Nah, you didn't deserve it.
You-
I'm gonna give you that orange jacket, that dirty ass orange.
damn.
So what about you? I know you haven't seen anime, but from what Spirited Away character are you?
He is Princess Mononoke.
For real, that's him.
Actually, when I was looking up the awards, anime awards, one of the links it showed me really quickly was which, because somebody had asked, it has like commonly asked questions, what anime won an Oscar, and Spirited Away actually was one of the main ones that
Yeah,
did.
they
So I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
All right. Well, we're gonna have to wrap it up, but
Damn, I like this one.
before
That's a good one.
before we do wrap it up, I do want to go back real quick and give a shout out to another studio that's now being shut down.
Oh shit! Talking mushrooms.
Another
Rooster
one.
Teeth.
What?
Rooster Teeth.
yeah.
Rooster Teeth?
Yeah,
Rooster Teeth, who
Rooster Teeth is being
was-
shut down.
Rooster Teeth wasn't originally anime invested.
No,
but
they were not.
They developed a really good one, for example, being Ruby, the one
Yep.
we mentioned earlier. They
They made some pretty decent cartoons.
Isn't Ruby the one with like it's like an anime got like Disney princess
no.
or like fairy tale character?
She has like a giant scythe
Oh, the no.
gun thing.
But Fairy Tale was good.
yeah,
I
Fairy Tale's
can't.
pretty good.
My
it's like a
brother's into
giant
it.
scythe gun thing. But
Those are pretty cool.
from
Yeah, there's so many anime to talk about, like Soul Eater.
yeah,
I can't believe you're not a Natsu fan.
I know who Natsu is, but I don't know. I haven't gotten to Fairy Tail. Seven Deadly Sins I need to get into. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's what it was. But no, guys, I know I hated to. Don't be sad.
Yeah.
But we're gonna have to wrap it up this time. We would definitely have future anime episodes, some that are a little more in depth with certain anime. We're gonna get some people in here to watch some goddamn anime.
I'm working on it.
No, you're doing good, but
Please.
Other people.
I would like.
He's looking at me.
I would like to interject
the fuck up
this.
of the group.
I would like to interject this that one day I do want to give my hot take on why Boruto is actually
my God.
good.
And then on that note, y'all, we got to get going.
Yeah. So before we get into that, because I think every episode we mentioned the Boruto hate. Sometimes we have episodes that have nothing to do with anime, but somehow that topic comes up.
Somehow.
But no, yeah, we're gonna have to wrap it up, guys. In the comments below, type in your favorite anime or who's your favorite character or recommendations, because we haven't seen every anime. We've seen a lot, but not every one, and maybe you guys know some we don't.
What's anime?
Japanese cartoon. No. But no, definitely tune in, guys. Like and subscribe. Take a look at our socials. I'm gonna have to probably link somewhere around here. We appreciate you. We love you. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace. All right, familia. Thank you for tuning in and listening. We appreciate you. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe. Adios.